Hi, I'm Lisa Marie, and I'm the founder of the AFTER Company. I'm going to start sharing my products with you, so let's get started. This is Love and Light. It's our signature candle. This was the first candle and products that I started with. So it has a nice wrapping, nice linen paper, kind of describes what it is and what's included right here in the box. Feel free to rip this open when you get yours, but I'm going to slide it off right now. Wooden reusable box, so it's attacking me. I chose wood because my brother Dan is playing with me right now. That is kind of funny. He was a woodworker, and so I knew that I had to have a wood box for this because I didn't want plastic. I didn't want something that you're just going to throw away and not be able to reuse it. So I really thought about how would you reuse the packaging. So this candle coaster is the lid. It says, light this candle to bring light into your aching heart. Light this candle when you want to talk to your loved one. Light this candle to hold space for yourself and your delicate emotions. I want to add a little bit of comfort, a little bit of positivity in your thoughts. You know, you're going to be so just distraught with the missing loved one. During your pain, sometimes it's good to throw some just positivity out there and just acknowledging of what you're going through, of your emotions. It's going to be a roller coaster. Anyway, you can put the candle on here, especially when the wax gets really down to the bottom. The vessel's going to get really hot. So you want to protect it from whatever surface you're putting the candle on. So this helps with that. This is the booklet that comes with it. It's 16 pages. This was the hardest thing to do. So it just talks about general stuff of what you might anticipate, what's going to happen a little bit. It talks about what we come from a place of compassion. This is made with love and intention of helping. It also talks about the actual candle. It's all natural, 100%. It's all made in America. It actually burns at 100 degrees, the soy and a little bit of coconut. So you can use it on your skin, believe it or not, as a massage oil. Now a little bit goes a long way. You definitely don't want to be dunking everything on your hand. But it actually is very luxurious and it's very nice and soothing. There's a poem in here from a friend, Jessica Rigney, about how lavender and sage, the aromas of the Light and Love candle, how that plays with your emotions, and she's just so great as a poet that I couldn't not put it in here. Fun little fact, Jessica was the one who came up with the word after. I ran into her and I said, I think I need to talk to you about this product that I was thinking of doing. At the time it was called Sympathy Sense because I didn't know what other name to use. That was the working title. I was developing it for over a year, so that was just a thing I used, but I was like, I think I need to talk to you and you need to help me with your wordsmithing because you're awesome. Jessica, if you're watching, you are awesome. And she came back to me a little bit later and she goes, I think you're trying to say after, the life before and the life after. I'm like, yes, that's what it was. It wasn't just sympathy, it wasn't just grief. It was more than that. It was bigger than that. And anyway, so I owe her a lot because she came up with the name. So it talks about lavender and sage and their aromatherapy help, a way through how to ask for help, some things you can do during your grief. And then at the end, towards the end, it says, between the tears, breathe and know that you are loved. And then it has our after story. There's my handsome brother right over here. So that's just a little kind of way through, a little helpful companion booklet. There's a talisman here, and what a talisman is, if you don't know it, it's a little token that you keep with you. Now you can throw this up on the fridge. I made it small enough so you can keep it in your pocket, and anytime you need a little reminder that you're not alone, that there's other people that are grieving, that they know what you're going through, that's where this comes in. Well, the matches, because who wants to go try to find a lighter or matchsticks when you're grieving? You can't even get out of bed, let alone find things. So I was like, well, that's the first thing that has to go into the candle is the way to light the candle. All right. Here is the 8-ounce soy candle. It's pretty heavy, actually. My favorite part. So again, this is lavender and sage. It has a nice calming effect to it, so you can help get you some sleep and help soothe your emotions a bit. Again, it's all natural soy with a little bit of coconut, all made in America, and hand poured in Longmont, Colorado. Shout out to Longmont. The lid of the candle, this is one of my favorite parts because my husband helped me with this. You need rest, and so does this candle. A good safety practice is to say a positive intention or message every time you extinguish this flame. And this one I have here for Love and Light is, I was so lucky to have you in my life. And I was. Dan, he's gone, but I was lucky to have the experiences I do with him because he was special. And then the box. There's some things of how to reuse the box. I'll read one. The gratitude box. Every time you light the candle, write down the things you're still grateful for. Again, getting back to the positivity of, and it's not dismissing your grief. Be sad, and it's okay that you're sad, but there are things in life that you should be grateful for. And if you're offended by that statement right now, you're probably just really angry with your own grief, and that will eventually subside enough for you to understand that, yeah, life does go on, but there are many things to be grateful for, such as your memories of your loved one that you are grieving. So, yeah, that's a bit of the package. I would recommend this candle to be gifted to somebody right from the funeral up to about 2 years of time. I think that's a good duration where the recipient would benefit from this. We have other products that kind of speak to the griever past 2 years. Or if you are a griever yourself, this is good for any time because you're going to understand everything that's in this. You're already experiencing it. The one thing it's not good for, and I do want to put this out and be honest with you, pregnancy loss, infant loss, no, probably not a good idea. If you do send it, it's a good gesture to the person that's grieving, but it talks about memories and experiences with the loved one, and that might put salt on the wound, and I would not recommend it. We are working on something for that, so stay tuned. But that's the one thing that this does not cover. I just want to be very clear with that. Again, not a big deal if it is. I think it depends on the person that's receiving it. But yeah, it's good for almost everything else. It's very general. It does not talk about religion. It does not mention God. And I did that specifically, not because of one way or the other with religion or God or my personal approach with my spirituality. I wanted to tackle grief. And some people use religion and faith to get through that. That's great, whatever works for you. But I wanted to deal with the more human emotion of, this is gonna suck. This blows. And you're not alone. And we understand. And whatever you need to do to get through it, you can just light the candle and stare at the flame like I did when I got a candle after Dan died. Whatever you need to do, this is a vessel to let you kind of do it. It's not asking for anything. It's something to do, honestly, because all you want to do is cry or go to bed and not wake up, and it's horrific. But anyway, it doesn't talk about religion, and not because it's not religious, just because to me it's more about the human emotion. So I hope that illustrates what this is, and thank you very much.